So we're moving on with the 48 Laws of Power energy reading series. The 48 Laws of Power is a book written by Robert Greene, and this is law number 17, keep others in suspense, cultivate an air of mystery. So this is about switching things up, right? To throw people off. Anybody who has been gang stalked or stalked knows all too well how to use this law. Okay, I've talked about gang stalking a lot in my videos. So if you want to know more about that, you can scroll and find the videos I have on that. But this is a law that you can use, right, to your advantage. You know, just a little small switch up in your routine is enough to throw somebody off. Leaving a little bit early and leaving a little bit later, for example, taking a different route, whatever. I feel like somebody needed to hear that. But also keeping people out of your business, that goes without saying. You know, it's funny that people like for others to be predictable. Okay, we like people to be predictable in our world, but especially control freaks. And it's our patterns, our routines, they're great, but it's important to be aware of what's going on around you, of what's going on in your environment, just in case you need to switch things up. You need to change things up, right? Trust your intuition always. If you're being guided to take a different route, or perhaps to distance yourself from someone, or to leave a situation, because this is a form of divine protection, right? Spirit will always give us the solution to whatever it is our issue is, our obstacle, our challenge, but it's up to us to take action. And in this instance, that is very, very important, right? Spirit is also in and of itself, like whenever we're asking God for something, we're praying for something, our angels, our ancestors, guides, God, Goddess, please bless me with something. We're never able to predict when or how our blessing is going to come, because that's not our job, right? Our job is to ask for what we want. First of all, to be clear about what we want, to ask for it, and then to allow ourselves to receive it. And we allow ourselves to receive what we want by being in the vibrational frequency of what it is that we want, thinking about only that, right? And remember that time is an illusion. So however long it takes is however long it takes. But the easier it is for you to stay in the vibrational frequency, a higher vibrational frequency, to match what it is that you want, the quicker it is that you'll be able to manifest what it is that you want. So again, take that if it resonates. But, by suddenly changing things up, of course, it can mislead people, so that you have time to maneuver too, so that you can change up your plans. And of course, when you switch things up on people, this is when they start talking shit about you, okay? Trying to figure out what you're doing. But tell them, don't try to study me, baby. You won't graduate. This is especially true when you, start to really work on yourself. You get into your personal development, you get into your self-love routines, especially, when you're really in the thick of your healing journey. That could be almost a 24-hour day job, where you're constantly working on yourself, whether it's, with your thinking, or you're doing something, purposeful towards your personal development. If you're serious about it, it takes up a lot of your free time for a period of time. And this is cyclical. It happens, over and over again. Well, where if you are on a spiritual journey or personal development journey, you're going to have times when you withdraw from people and focus on yourself. And this could be unpredictable, especially if you've always made yourself available to people, right? Now, some people will use this law as a smoke screen, right? So that you can't figure out what they're doing. They do unpredictable shit so that they can throw you off of what they're actually trying to do. And then some people use this law, unfortunately, to get attention, right? These are the type of people that we want to be predictable, right? Those people that use unpredictability in a negative way. We can't really, go to the family function, for example, if a certain individual is there, because we know that there's probably going to be an issue, or we stay as long as we are comfortable, right? Anyways, I just thought I'd throw that example out there. This is also a tactic, this law, right? Creating an air of unpredictability that energy vampires use. They're notorious for using this law in a negative sense. The inconsistency, right? That tactic of being in and out of your life, that whole runner chaser dynamic that they try to create, that whole bullshit, right? It's a control tactic to slowly break down your boundaries. I feel like it's best to emotionally detach from these types of people and situations. When it comes to dealing with a control freak or a narc, if you can't cut them off completely, it's best to make head over heart decisions when you're dealing with this person. That's just my advice. But there are times when the tried and true method of doing things is the best course of action. This too can throw people off because maybe they expected you to fail or to slip up on your routine or whatever it is you're trying to achieve and you didn't. So that could be unpredictable to a lot of people. But I also feel like this law speaks to maintaining healthy boundaries. We live in a world and a culture of oversharing. I think people need to be far more discerning about what they put on the internet in regards to their personal life, but that's just me. But at the end of the day, people are going to form their own opinions and stories about you anyway, regardless of what you reveal. All right? So I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.